Hello, my name is Marcel Gemme. Today we'll go over marijuana. Is it fact? Fiction? Let's test your knowledge.
Marijuana is just a plant. It's harmless. The cannabis plant isn't harmless. Just because it's naturally occurring, it doesn't mean marijuana can't be harmful or even cause death. The hemlock plant is natural and yet can be fatal. Mescaline, a substance obtained from the peyote cactus, causes potentially dangerous hallucinations. Every year, tobacco kills millions of people. There are hundreds of other plants and natural substances that can be harmful to humans. Marijuana doesn't affect school or athletic performance. Marijuana affects concentration and recall memory, especially for an adolescent's developing brain. Research has shown that marijuana's adverse effects on attention, memory, and learning can last for days, or even weeks after the acute effects of the drug wear off. It can also affect movement and coordination, which can throw off a person's athletic performance. Today's marijuana has the same potency as 30 years ago. According to statistics, marijuana is around 4 times more potent than it was in the 90s. Legalized marijuana is safer. Legalized marijuana is not necessarily safer, as there are still potent levels of THC. As the CDC states, the fact that it's legal doesn't mean it's safe. Marijuana can cause psychosis. In several studies, a sizable proportion of adolescents reported experiencing paranoia, anxiety, or hallucinations associated with using marijuana. Marijuana is a gateway drug. While it's true that most people using recreational marijuana won't progress to harder drugs, a majority of people addicted to street or prescription drugs will say the first drug they used was marijuana. Marijuana affects your driving. Researchers have found that using marijuana affects a driver's concentration and ability to perceive time and distance, which can lead to poor speed control, drowsiness, distraction, and the inability to read road signs accurately. Marijuana is not addictive. Any drug that alters the brain can be addictive. Some people experience withdrawal symptoms such as headaches, dizziness, and trouble sleeping. Psychological cravings can be intense and may last for weeks or months. Marijuana addiction is not as rare as people think. Everybody uses marijuana. Using marijuana is not as common as one would think. Although marijuana use has increased over the years, only around 14% of the population reported past year use in 2019. Of those people, around 10% struggled with marijuana use disorder. You shouldn't feel pressured to use marijuana. Over 80% of the population doesn't use it. Marijuana use is not serious enough to justify treatment. Marijuana can become a real problem. Consider these statements. Are you going through life with no goals? Is your family suffering in any way from your drug use? Do you use it daily to function in some fashion? Have you ever tried to stop using and couldn't? If you have answered yes to any of these, you could be struggling with addiction and should speak to a professional as soon as possible. One of the reasons someone becomes addicted to drugs is an inability to cope with life. This can include physical or emotional trauma, sleep problems, boredom, or even peer pressure. Here are a few tips. Make sure to extrovert your attention at the end of the day. Walking can be very therapeutic. As you walk, make sure to direct your attention to the outside world. The same can be done while riding a bike. One of the best ways to become extroverted is to choose an activity that brings about a change of environment and provides something different. Make sure to eat healthy foods. A deficiency in vitamins and minerals can create a drop in mental and physical energy. Go to the gym. Exercise can boost morale and reduce stress and anxiety. Find a hobby or activity that allows you to be in a different location than where you are using drugs. Recognize the people in your environment who affect you emotionally. The people who bring you down, keep telling you won't succeed, make you doubt yourself. They could be one of the reasons for your emotional problems.
Remember, there are other healthy ways to relax and cope with life than using marijuana. Don't take any shortcuts and live your life.